Hi, Trevor here, reflecting on life through music. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. It is fantastic you are here. Well, howdy again. I trust you enjoyed my last video on Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And in that video, we just looked at this guy that wrote over 600 pieces of music, classical music, and he was only 35 when he died. So an incredible amount of output for someone so young. So I trust you enjoyed that one. Well, we're going on to a couple today. Daryl Dragon and Tony Tennille, married in 1975, and prior to that get together, there certainly had been collaborations with the Beach Boys in particular. Tony had been involved with them, and so she had seen some incredible success even before these two got together. Because in 1975 they got together, they got married, and they decided that because they enjoyed music so much, they would actually end up singing together. And so around then they formed Captain and Tennille. Now, for her Captain and Tennille fans out there, there is one song in particular we need to talk about, but we'll get onto that song in a minute, so just be a bit patient. So between 1975 and 2007, they have released 8 studio albums. Most of them are in the 70s, early 80s. But these guys are incredibly successful. 5 of their albums have actually been certified gold or platinum. So these guys have found worldwide success. In fact, these guys were so popular that between 1976 and 1977, they actually hosted their own TV series. So Daryl was very much the multi-instrumentalist behind the scenes. Tony can play as well, and you see in some of the clips that she does actually play, but she's just got the look and she's got the stunning voice as well. Now, we can't talk about Captain and Tennille without talking about one song in particular. And if you are fans, you'll know which song I'm talking about, and that is this song, Love Will Keep Us Together. Now, this was an absolutely massive song for the Captain and Tennille. It was written by Neil Sedaka and Howard Greenfield, who had released it a little bit earlier, but it was the Captain and Tennille that brought this song very much to the world. And there's another song, I suppose in a similar vein, a similar theme to that, is in this song, Do That To Me One More Time, which came out in 1979. Now, these guys are in the soundtrack of couples' lives, couples that got together in the late 70s, in the soundtrack of their love journey together. And it doesn't really matter, I'm thinking. We don't need to look behind the scenes of Captain and Tennille. What we need to look at is we need to look at their mythology, their legend, and what they brought to this world. They brought absolutely stunning, beautiful love songs, and that's the memory that I certainly want to have of them. And because you know what, if you look at this flower here, for instance, beautiful red flower, are we really concerned with how it grew? Are we concerned with when it might no longer be flowers? Are we concerned with all that stuff, or are we more concerned with the fact that it's bringing colour and making a difference to the world in its own small way right at the moment? What gets our attention? The story of this flower, or the fact that the flower brings life and brings peace and brings enjoyment and all the rest of it? This is very much the case with Captain and Tennille. When they released this song, Love Will Keep Us Together, it was a soundtrack to couples all over the world. They represented togetherness. They represented what it meant to be together. They represented passion. They represented love. They represented absolute captivation with another person. These are the things that these songs actually brought to the world. And for couples, everybody wanted to be Captain and Tennille. They wanted to have that connection with each other. But you know what? So there are parts of our lives that other people know about. There's a public part to our love, a public part to our life together. But you know what? There's a bigger part of our lives which is just reserved for the two of you. It's not a world that you go and project to everybody else. It's not a world that you want other people to be led in on. It is a world just for the two of you. And as we contemplate this world that we're in, and now when we watch movies and all the rest of the stuff that we watch, and we see what love's meant to be, particularly when it's the passionate stuff, and we look at ours and think, oh, it's not my reality. I think the answer to that is, well, why are we comparing ourselves to another love? Our love is unique to us. Why is it unique? Because you are unique. Your partner is unique. And both of those uniquenesses come together to form a new uniqueness. So the worst thing we can do is to try and compare ourselves to other loves or the way love should be, because that's never going to be your reality, because you are unique to you. And so what I like about Captain Tennille is I like the fact that they did create a beauty and love. Whenever you heard their songs, you just got closer to your loved one. It just brought connection. It brought being together. We don't need to compare ourselves to other loves or this benchmark of love that supposedly the world projects. We just need to look at our love and look at how we can make it the best we can be. Of course, love takes two, right? It takes both of you putting in, both of you being committed, and both of you looking out for the other person as the most important person in your world. And there's one thing that is right about this song: love does keep you together. Love is bigger than the both of you. Love is so much bigger than the both of you. It is an all-encompassing, compelling force of nature that will keep you going when times get tough. Love will keep us together. And and it's nice to know that when Daryl Dragon, or the captain, died in 2019, Tony Tennille was at his bedside. So it's lovely to see the ending to this Captain and Tennille love story like that, to see that at the end of the day, love does overcome anything else that happens at times. Beautiful indeed. So I trust that will be an encouragement for you today. So onto the clips, yes, and both of these songs are live. The first one, we've got to have Love Will Keep Us Together. Now there are a lot of versions of this on the internet, and I just tried to find the right one, and I've gone for a live version. And here you'll see the fact that there's just keyboards everywhere. These two really knew how to play, and she really knew how to sing, and between the both of them they were able to come up with some incredible music indeed. So Love Will Keep Us Together came off the album of the same name in 1975. This was a massive hit for these two. As I said, written by Neil Sedaka and Howard Greenfield. This song and album won a Grammy Award. So that's just how successful this particular song was. And I did talk about the song Do That To Me One More Time. This came off the album Make or Move in 1979. And here again, we just see how stunning that these two are up on stage. Tony Tennille is looking absolutely beautiful in this clip. And when she sings Do That To Me One More Time, you kind of just melt as you just see the whole thing unfold. This was the captivation of Captain and Tennille, that is for sure. And in the late 70s, there was nobody bigger, pretty much, than Captain and Tennille. So the links to both of those songs are in the description below. So feel free to click on both of those or one of those, whatever you'd like to do, and to relive, if you were around when this song came out, a bit of nostalgia for you. If you weren't born to the 2000s, well, just go back and watch it anyway. Let's just put put on the fact it was the late 1970s. And, you know, if it wasn't for music like this, we wouldn't be where we are today. So I trust all that's been an encouragement for you. Well, if you have come back for another one, really, really great for you to do so. If you're here for the first time, welcome to Life Reflections Through Music. We're just encouraging you in your life journey. That's all there is to it, really. And if you've both hung around to the end, fantastic. The encouragement always is that if you do click on one of my videos, please hang around to the end, because there might be something in there that you may find of interest. Well, that's it for today. Next time, we're going to go on to pretty amazing but graphic storyteller in the Christian world, music world, and it is Carmen. So until then, I'll catch you around.